I'm going to sow some beetroot today. I've filled my tray and I've packed down the compost fairly well, but I've also got 3 different types of beetroot. I've got 40 cells here and I can sow 3 to 4 beetroot seeds. We can multi-sow and grow them in a clump. So that could be 120 to 160 beetroot seedlings in this one tray. In actual fact, this tray sown now and then one sown in June would be enough beetroot for me for the whole year, 2 or 3 beetroot a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick labels in. So I'm going to have 2 rows of Egypt, Noir d'Egypte, which is a French version, 2 rows of Bona, which is a red beetroot. And for those of you who find beetroot too earthy, I'm also going to sow 4 rows of yellow beetroot. It's got a much gentler taste, and many people who don't like red beetroot actually find that they like red beetroot. Now, beetroot cells are quite big, so I'm actually going to prod a hole quite deeply, not carefully, as you can see, into here, into which I can drop the seeds. It's very quick and easy. It's 3 to 4, I don't count exactly. Also, some of my beetroot seed, the packets have been open for quite a while, and so actually they may not be. So here's one sort, the Egypt, that's been open. It's this a variety, Vita, comes from France, and they give you absolutely hundreds of seeds in France. If you get to go on holiday in France, buy your seed there. So I'm just going to put 4 into it and everywhere else. As you can see, I'm just dropping them in. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be too careful, and I also am not wildly careful about counting. As long as I've got between 2 and 4 in each hole, that's okay. So that's one lot. The yellow seed, this is a new packet, so these should all germinate. So I might be a little bit more careful. It's really no different to the red seed, so it's quite hard to know if you forget, which is why I put the labels in first, and then I can't forget, because I am dreadful at forgetting labels. So these are very good. They sit for a long time. These yellow ones have got a much milder flavour. I actually, in some instances, prefer them to the red, but because I like to grow lots of nicely different coloured veg, I do grow both. And then I've got one more type to go in here, which is the Bona. Again, this seed has been opened before, so it may not germinate quite as well as the yellow, which is fresh seed, but never mind. These are actually, interestingly, quite a bit smaller than the other 2. And just drop some in. Push that one in. Then all you need to do is fold over your seed packet if you haven't used it all, so that it's not going to get moisture in, and push the soil over the hole so that the seeds are covered. Some seed, tiny little seed, actually doesn't need covering, but beetroot is big seed and that needs covering. And now watering.